Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. My name is Miriam Cunha and I welcome you to my channel. And if you wonder why I'm looking down, is because I'm burning some Palo Santo for this evening. Palo Santo, it's a sacred tree from Peru, from the Amazon, and it clears the energy. It's a very powerful um, incense clearing, just like sage. And since we're talking about a very delicate, strong subject tonight, I thought that I would burn some sage. I'm sage, Palo Santo, and clear the energies for tonight. I've done this uh, readings in Spanish about an hour ago, so I kind of know some of the answers. But I'm gonna open the cards again, and that will be very interesting because we'll confirm or not what I've seen before. So the question, uh, let's see, maybe can turn it up, turn it up. I think it's in the maximum volume. Oh no, it's not. Why it wasn't on the maximum volume? Now it is. I hope you can hear me now. All right. So let's see. Let's check the volume here too. Let's check the volume here as well. Yeah, everything is good. All right. I hope so. I have to put the microphone a little bit farther because I need to see the cards. I use the deck that is called Tot Tarot cards, which was developed by Aleister Crowley, a famous old times magician who passed away. Of course, it's been a long time, and he got famous because of the crazy things he did in terms of magic, which were not always good. It was geared towards his own selfish accomplishments, and he didn't care what he did to others as soon as he accomplished what he wanted himself. And the reason why I actually do like that he developed is because he used a woman who was a painter, and she painted each one of those cards, which are very full of details. And she painted those cards when she was inside of I don't know if she was inside of the pyramids of some ruins in Egypt. They were in Egypt. They were downloading, channeling information from Egypt. Hello, Patikis. How are you doing? Buenas noches. Om Kashi. Om Kashi. Yes. So, Patis, sí, Patiki, sí, no viste en mi canal en español, lo hice con el mismo tema hoy también, si lo quieres ver después. I was just letting Patikis know that I did this video in Spanish before. Is recorded there. So I was telling the story about this deck. So this painter, this woman painter, channeled the information of each one of these cards, and it's a full major and minor arcana deck with the 72 cards plus two because they have three magician's cards here. This deck has three magician cards. Well, anyway, it speaks to me. It is a very powerful deck, and it's all a matter of having a tool to play with, right? Because in reality, we get gather the information by tapping into the what is known the Akasha records, where everything is recorded. And since everything is happening all at the same time and being recorded at the same place, anybody can have access to this information, right? And we can use pendulums or tarot cards or whatever you name it, or just close your eyes and think and tap into the information, ask the question, and it will come. But I do like having fun. Huh, it stayed there. I do like having fun with cards. It's fun. Anyway, the first question tonight is what happened to Mr. T? Mr. T. Mr. Orange Head. Mr. Orange. Mr. Entertainment. The one that led all the revolution in information, who started a big revolution in unmasking the evil, in rescuing children and women that have been tortured by some creatures and men too, right? So we were all surprised at the end of the last year when things didn't happen as we thought it was supposed to, because everything was leading to him his winning, and then out of a sudden, what? Out of a sudden, plans changed. The thing is that the same light beings that have been working on liberating humans from this control system matrix we've been living until now here are still on control. Is the thing is that we need we needed more time, both to gather more information and more evidence to show other people that are still not convinced of the reality of the system, who are still sleeping. They need a little bit more of a push up, maybe an evergreen ship. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look in the news about evergreen. Some surprises are coming from there too. All right, so the first question is what happened to him? And I had some answers before, and let's see if we come up with the same answers or more information. What happened to Mr. T? A new beginning, a new beginning, passion for power, a lot of passionate movement, but it's moving towards, see, I'll open more cards here. I'm getting more information than I had before. Complementary information, because before it was about him um, wanting to reconnect more with his family, because it hit them hard. All the attacks, all the energetic attacks he suffered during his time in power, and it hit him and his family, so they needed to reconnect again. But now I'm getting more information about um, a new beginning that, let's see, power. it's like power and passion for power is not part of him. His presence and the show of a defeat was necessary. So that was the change of plans. The need of showing the evil taking power so that wisdom would wake up people. Well, wisdom, so that people would wake up and see things. So things are being played out in a way of showing more evil, showing letting the these actors, because those people are not, they are not who we think they are or who we're being told they are. They're actors playing out scenes of evil so that there is more chance for other humans to wake up to this. So that will complete the mission of bringing wisdom to humans. And you will, so what was happening to him? That's the question. So he's kind of that this came before too. It's like he needed some time not playing his role so strong. He needed to play softer things. He needed to be involved with things that weren't so important to feel light a little bit. He needed to have fun and play with things that were not important. So it was like that's how I translated it before. It was like a vacation. He needed vacations from all of this because he was very, very strong. It took a lot from him and from his family and from the whole team operating the whole thing to go through all of this. There was a lot of disappointments that happened because they expected more people to wake up sooner, and that didn't happen. And and then I see, yeah, the reconnection of his family, but especially his younger son shows always when I open the cards for him this connection with his younger son. It's like he's part of this new generation that is coming to to rearrange and organize the new system. His young son was struggling a lot with all of that because he's a very sensitive soul, and when very very sensitive souls come to this 3D play out, they suffer because it is very hard to see the things that happen here. And I can tell that by experience too. All right. Sometimes we come even like naive. It's like, oh no, there's so much beauty in this planet, and there is so much beauty, abundance, everything. We have everything to be in paradise. And then you see all these petite dramas playing around, being created by a handful of beings, and the other beings just follow, believing on everything these beings are saying, and entering in a suffering state of living. So all of that is very hard for beings that have evolved into another kind of vibration dimensions where there is harmony and uh, happiness and unconditional love and all of that, to lower vibration and come here try to fix things. And I was like, so okay, Mr. T needed a little time off from all of this, He needed a little time, so this is what happened to him. And somebody from the video in Spanish actually asked me a question. So if you have questions that I can ask, if you have ideas, go ahead. So that was a very good question. Is Mr. T going to come back as the president? Is he coming back as the president? Let's see. Let's see what these cards say again, but I already know what it said before. He's not. He's not coming back as a president. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Same cards. Mm. Okay. So he's not coming back as a president, but he hasn't left power as we think he did. He is behind with the big team of other beings in charge of everything that's happening. Although he's not the front man anymore, and he's not coming back as the front man. He's shifting to other missions. Like this mission he had, it's over, and he's gonna enjoy a little bit of his time left here. So he's gonna be on the background. Yeah, he's not coming back as president. No, he doesn't want that. Okay. So the other question that I asked was, is the fraud gonna be unveiled for everybody to see, plain and clear? And let's see what these cards are showing. Is the fraud of the elections going to be shown plain and clear for everyone to see? Okay, so I'm just seeing the actual couple in power right now in the US playing off, pretending to be. They are not, they are just pretending to be. And the star showing light over that matter. Yeah, yeah. This is gonna be unveiled for everybody to see. Hmm. Trump is part of that. Mr. T is part of that. I mean, part of the process of unveiling the truth of the fraud of the elections, if you are arriving now. And that's going to change everything. That's going to change everything. Okay, so the answer for that question are the fraud of the elections going to be is the is that fraud going to be unveiled clearly for everybody to see? Yes. And Mr. T is behind that, but he's not coming back as president. And I asked to, I don't know if that was a question, but I got information about the next few days. Lots of interesting things are going to be unveiled, not only about the fraud of the elections, but more important things than that, the truth about what's happening to people. Exactly what you said, Robert. The truth about the child trafficking. Exactly what you said there. So that's to be unveiled. But I got the information last night that April 6th, it's a big day for something. So I asked the cards on the Spanish video, what was that about? Because when I came back to my body, it filtered the information and I didn't get to know what is happening. But it's a big day, 6th of April, which is pretty soon. And then I opened the cards and I got the information that is about the financial system shift. But let's see what comes out again. I mean, what comes out for the same question. April 6th, April 6th, April 6th. Mm, mm. Yeah, got somehow different cards, but they are bringing the same message at the end, which is be ready for the beginning of a new financial system. Pretty soon coming to you next. Yeah, it's the beginning of a new financial system. And as I've seen on the cards before, it is going to be a good financial system for humanity because it's based on equality, harmony, and happiness for everyone. The Jasada Nesada, it's knocking the door. It's very close to happening. It's very close to happening. And it's all this changes. Mr. T and his wife and family and team are involved, but they are not going to be the front people anymore because I've seen that a group of young people will take over the new system, and there will be lots of female power on that. The old male power taking control of financial systems is going to be gone. Okay, so it's not going to be easy because there is a lot of attachment to the old system. So there's going to be a lot of struggle from people who are attached to the old financial system. It's like their world destroyed, so they're going to suffer. So if you don't want to suffer, embrace the new system. The new system is not inverted like this old system is being. Everything from the old system has been inverted. Everything they have told you that is good is bad. Everything they have told you that is bad is good. It's funny, but at the same time, it's kind of sad because we've been misled into this inversion of everything to believe that certain things were good for us, right? Like the government would protect us from everything, and that we should blindly trust on all the system. And actually, we have to understand that we have each one of us responsibility on creating our own realities together, and that's big part of what's coming because it's all about the freedom of choice and the freedom of our souls from this old prison system that has kept us into incarnating over and over and over, forgetting who we are, forgetting the power we have. So we have the chance now, the ones of us who wants to awaken, who want to move on This is the chance. And the system, the financial system, is we can actually say, oh, the financial system is going to crash. The old is crashing because it doesn't serve anymore. The new it's coming. The new system it's coming. It's knocking the door. It's coming from fresh souls that are going to lead into that with a lot of feminine power, harmonizing the new system for rejoice of humanity. Uh, now with the central bank, that's right, Robert. That's old system stuff. It's crashing. Actually, it crashed already, but it's being played out, right? Just for giving a chance to other people to wake up while they can. Otherwise, it's going to be very hard, right, to take on all the crash. Okay. So, one more question here for tonight. I didn't ask that on the previous video, but I want to know about that bolt that is triggering a lot of the stuff that is coming next week. Let's see what's happening with that. What is the purpose of that? Oh. The purpose of that boat there that is closing the canal of Suez is to create um, checkmate. I would say on like playing chess, checkmate, and destroy a woman in power. The target is a woman in power, a woman that has been on top of all of what's going to be unveiled with whatever is inside that ship, Evergreen. She's trying to control the situation, but the plan is going to be successful. It's her ruin. Knowledge from all of this is coming out. Justice. Justice. Yeah, so there are a few people, including Mr. T, behind the scenes pulling the cards of justice on this evergreen stuff. So be ready for the crash of a very powerful woman with everything that is going to be unveiled with that evergreen happening. Very interesting days coming. I'm going to show you something interesting that I found too. And I'm going to, oh, what happened here? This thing keeps changing. Let me use the other one. Oh, there you go. I want to show you the Mayan Oracle of Mr. T. And for that, I have to go, man. happening. Sorry, it was set here, but it's I have to set it again. It's just easy to share my screen. There you go. Okay, so you can see that my Mayan calendar app here, and this is the day that Mr. T was born. He was born under the blue hand number 3, guided by the blue monkey. So his mission here, just a moment. His mission here is to organize and heal, and doing that in a playful way, having fun with doing that, serving others through organizing and healing. And his objective here is to use the energy of the Kundalini, the sexual energy, which drives the force of the universe for creating everything there is, towards the challenge of a radical transformation, so that he could serve others by healing and organizing things. And that's what his mission is here. And what I found out today is that the wave he was born starts tomorrow again on the Mayan calendar. So the next 13 days we're going to go through the wave Mr. T was born, meaning it brings the same energy of his purpose here, meaning that he has the opportunity the next 13 days starting tomorrow to recreate his purpose here, which is to awaken the energies to higher levels with the challenge of radically transforming, teaching others how to heal and organize things so that they can shape things in beauty, elegance, and be creative. He will be, and we will be in this 13 days in full command of purifying our emotions, finding balance on unconditional love, channeling playful ways of doing magic, in the integrity of freedom to activate different paths, different exploration paths, contact with other dimensions, manifesting the presence of the here and now, and letting go of our old visions with the collaboration of the courage to move on and transcend with the earth into its evolution. So that is actually Mr. T's wave on the Mayan Oracle. And that is what it repeats now, starting tomorrow for the next 13 days. And April 6th, which is the date that I was giving last night, as an important date of happenings next. It's the day number 9 of this wave, which is the red Skywalker, which brings us the exploration of new ideas and new paths, which matches with what I've seen in the cards, that there is going to be a big shift on the economical system starting on that day. It's the activation of a new path, of a new idea. That's when we're going to have lots of things unveiled and old things crashing, new things being organized. Remember that nothing happens from one day to another. So it's all a process of patience and endurance, perseverance and faith, because we're building the reality here and now. More and more people are awakening. And right now we have the last push for the last bunch of us to awaken and enjoy the new earth, enjoy the reconstruction of the new earth. It's a new process starting from the beginning. And I've seen that it comes with a with the force of a new generation. On the previous cards that I opened, I saw a bunch of young people, new people, lots of females, and it's a group that is going to lead the new earth. It's not one person, it's not going to be one country, it's going to be a group. So the old system about having a leader to follow is not going to be much present, although there will be still a hierarchy, but not like the pyramid system we've been seeing until now, where the top of the pyramid is very narrow. It's going to be more balanced. So looking forward to the new earth and to the new outcomes that we're creating together. Be perseverant. Don't fall into the negativity of the apparent chaos being played out by the actors of this matrix, and move on into higher frequencies. All right. Have a nice trip this 13 days that start tomorrow. I'll talk to you next Sunday, which is going to be April the 4th, which is going to be before April 6th. So we'll see what's happening until then. That is going to be an interesting day to do a video because it's going to be the monkey number 7. So 7 is the number of channeling, and we'll be channeling magic and playfulness. So we're going to have fun and magic at the same time next Sunday. I'll see you again. Have a fantastic week. Remember to click like and share this video so that it outshines the shadow band that this platform makes with my videos. All right, because they don't like this kind of talk to be spread. So let's spread it anyway. Help me do that. So I'll talk to you soon. Much love to you all and take care.